Anybody who's following your Instagram account knows that you are a travelista. You love traveling, and I think it's because there's so much culture and there's an innate passion with you. So it's quite an organic relationship with Inside Vacations and being the brand ambassador. Tell me how that came about.
Of course, it is very, very organic. It's something that I think is on everyone's bucket list, becoming a global ambassador for a great luxury boutique travel company like Inside Vacations. And I'm particularly kicked to be talking about it today because we are really promoting India as well. And of course, you know, it makes perfect sense. India has been my longest love affair. I mean, I've been traveling since I was 16.
Yeah.
So I've been actually preparing for this role. It's been a lot of hard labor throughout my life. My very first travel experience was when I was 6 months old.
A lot of people want a lot of things taken care of for them when they're traveling, and India is one of those destinations that people are afraid to travel to. So what are your tips when it comes to traveling to India?
Well, I think that particularly if it's your first experience traveling to India, you need a curated, escorted view of the country. I mean, that simply is going to help you get under the skin of the country as opposed to seeing it from the outside in. You really want to get an inside-out view. And someone like Insight is a great way to experience the country firsthand for the first time. But the fact is that when you've got all of your travel hassles, all of the modern day, you know, kind of stresses associated with travel, whether it's your bags, whether it's your transport, whether it's something as simple as keeping well hydrated when you're traveling. You know, it's something that you don't necessarily think of when you're traveling individually, but Insight takes care of all of that so that you are free to really enjoy the best of what the country has to offer.
What do you want people to take away from their adventures to India? Because, you know, when we look at your Instagrams, you look at India through a very cultured lens, and many people may travel in various different ways. So what are Lisa's highlights of India?
Particularly, of course, the history, the heritage is so important. For me, when you're in India, it's not just that you're moving through space, you're actually even moving through time. Like right now, there's a very potent blend going on. So there's the modernity, you know, actually blending very organically with history and tradition. And I think that that's really potent. There are very few parts of the world where you actually see that in action. I also call it an archaeological dig. Like simultaneously, you're going through many, many different layers. But at the end of the day, it's really the human connection, and it's the humanity. And what I am always left with are the faces and the individual experiences.